Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome to the midweek video. I'm working again on the animation. Today I made enough progress to actually get over frame 300, which means the first 10 seconds of this are done. And yeah, since you're basically seeing what's happening, when we last took off, we basically had both characters disengage for a second, basically, or disengage for a bit, and we are just back in the whole thing. I went back to actually animating each character after the other, basically finishing the move of one character and then making the answer or animating the reaction of the other character. I have one issue so far that I tested out. I tried to export basically just the staff as a test to see if I want to use this in Dev Studio, if I want to animate this in Dev Studio, I have to export this, put it in Dev and hope that everything works. So today I wasn't sure if this would actually work in general, so I basically tried to just export the staff and see if I can make the staff move. And what I learned is that I cannot use the command that lets me export to Dev Studio or to Dev Studio values with the staff. I haven't completely used up all options that I had for this, so there is further testing needed for me personally. On the first try it didn't work. What worked was just exporting the staff itself. The issue that I had with that was that the staff was not at the same place than the character. So I basically put in a character, put on the first 5 seconds that I already had as a test run for this, and checked, and both while the staff was doing the correct moves, it was not in the right position for the moves, and it was not the right size for the moves. So there's a few options I have. I will of course see if I can export the staff to Dev Studio settings with a bit more work. That is something that I will check out someday. Not today, not tomorrow, not this weekend, most likely. But yeah, this is something that I will check out, see if this works. Or I will export everything over the normal export. Hope that that works, and that will mean I have to do some minor alterations later on. But I'll basically just have to see what works, what doesn't work. So far I know that exporting the staff just for Dev most likely doesn't work. Yeah, future testing is needed. I have nothing conclusive as of yet. I'll see how this works. Back to the actual animation that I'm doing. This is basically another exchange of blows. I try to be a bit more creative with the moves, as in some of the moves will be more outlandish. They will not be that practical for combat, but yeah, this is also about looking cool. So we have the sword fighter coming in. There's a short exchange between the two. Sword fighter goes in, gets blocked. The staff fighter hits back, is getting blocked as well. And then I thought I want to do a cool move in air quotes, in big air quotes. So I thought about a move where the staff fighter is actually turning around their own axis, basically just doing a spin and going into a strike. And the issue is that the strike would have to be very fast, and I probably I could probably make this in like a third of a second, 10 frames, a full spin with a strike, but this wouldn't look very good in the end because you wouldn't really see it. You would just like see a blur of it. So I wanted to make it slower, which also means there is more of a reaction time for the other character. Of course, this is something that I will probably play around with and see if I can if I can make this work. So the first idea was that she goes half into the spin and then she blocks an overhead strike, which would actually end the whole thing, because then she gets a kick in the back and lies on the ground and just she has lost. So this was my first idea. Basically, she goes into a block. I took a break at this point, and when I came back, I decided I'm going to change this because I don't like this at all. I mean, there is probably a way to get out of this, but yeah, I decided I'm going to delete this, or yeah, delete a few of these frames where she is blocking, and I decided to go another route. One thing that I had to do is I had to adjust the bone of the staff, and this is something that will probably be difficult if I cannot export the staff and the weapons correctly. I will have to set those up manually, which basically means after I've put down the whole, after I've exported the whole thing, imported the whole thing, I will have to, if nothing else works, I will have to set up the weapons manually, which means going through all the keyframes, setting up the weapons correctly, yeah, slaving them to the right body part, parenting them to the right body part, so the whole thing actually works. Yeah, we are by the way, we are in the second phase. Basically, I took a break and then I went back to this. You can see that I deleted a few frames, and yeah, what she is instead is doing is yeah, she notices she can't do the full move, so she kicks away or hits away the foot of the other fighter, basically destabilizing her, which is a move, I guess. And yeah, we'll see how the whole thing works. So I actually wanted to finish this whole part of the animation this time. I wanted them to be at a standstill, at a face-off again. This is probably how it will work from now on. Basically, have them fight, have a standoff, have them fight, have a standoff until I'm finished with the whole animation. But yeah, that is where we are currently at. Yeah, she's turning around again, getting back into fighting position, while the sword fighter is also regaining stability and getting back into fighting position. Next time I will probably have the Sword Fighter more on the offense, and we will see how the whole thing works out in the end. Again, I'm trying to go for 30 seconds. I might finish with 20 depending on how long I will still need for this. I also want to do some 3D modeling as well, so there will be 3D modeling on the weekend and probably next week as well. I have a few ideas I want to put on the ground, so yeah, there will be modeling again in between the videos. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you guys next time. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you guys around.